Given an absolute value equation to solve it, number one, we're going to isolate the absolute value expression on one side of the equal sign. Number two, if c is greater than 0, we're going to write and solve two equations. Ax plus b is equal to c, and ax plus b is equal to negative c. So we don't have to use the letters k. If we wanted to for our formula, we can use any variable. We can use a, we can use c. It doesn't matter. So if you see different definitions with a different letter, it's okay. So if we have the absolute value of x, which is equal to c, then we can say that x is going to equal negative c, or x is going to equal c. So we have the absolute value of 6x plus 4 equals 8. Now this is already isolated, so then we can write two equations and solve. We have 6x plus 4 equals negative 8, and then we have 6x plus 4 equals positive 8. Subtracting 4 to both sides, we get 6x, which is equal to negative 12. Divide both sides by 6, x is going to equal negative 2. Over here, we subtract 4 to both sides, so we get 6x is equal to 4. Divide both sides by 6, x is going to equal 6 over 4, which reduces to 2/3. So our answer is negative 2 and 2/3. For part B, we have the absolute value of 3x plus 4 is equal to negative 9. Now recall that if this value of c is less than 0, it's not going to have a solution, because it's impossible to take an absolute value of a number and for it to be negative. So there is no solution, as an absolute value cannot be negative. Part C, we have the absolute value of 3x minus 5 minus 4 equals 6. In this scenario, what we want to do is we want to isolate the absolute value expression and then write the two equations. So we have the absolute value of 3x minus 5 minus 4 equals 6. First thing we need to do is add 4 to both sides to isolate the absolute value. So we have the absolute value of 3x minus 5, which is equal to 10. And because this number is greater than 0, we have two equations. We have 3x minus 5 equals negative 10, and we have 3x minus 5 equals positive 10. Adding 5 to both sides, negative 10 plus 5 gives you negative 5. Dividing both sides by 3, x is equal to negative 5/3. Adding 5 to both sides, 10 plus 5 is 15. Divide both sides by 3, and x is equal to 3. So our two solutions are negative 5/3 and 3. Next, we have the absolute value of negative 5x plus 10, which is equal to 0. Now going back to our rules, if c is equal to 0, then we know that this is only going to have one solution. So this equation is set equal to 0, so we have to write only one equation, because 0 can be neither negative or positive. So we have negative 5x plus 10 equals 0. Subtract 10 to both sides. Divide both sides by negative 5. Negative 10 divided by negative 5 gives you positive 2. So x is going to equal 2. So our solution is 2.